Hey traders, it's Steve from the Stock Index Trading Room, and in this weekly recap, we're going to continue to focus on expanding the idea for you, advanced patterns in order flow that lead price, because to be honest with you, most traders would be interested in getting in front of price. I need to apologize up front about my sinus head cold. If you hear a pause, it's just simply me not wanting to cough in your ear. And this one's just going to be a short recap. The volatility this week was pretty insane in the ES, and we could spend an hour and a half doing a week's chart. We're not going to do that. So we're going to go through the first hour or so of trading on Friday, show you this new tool and weapon that we're using. We're calling it the Santa Claus signal, and we'll do more on that in a minute. I want to bring this to your attention. If you've never read this or seen this, please read this now, pause the video, and come and join us when you're finished with that. So what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about Trapped Trader Oscillator, which is this indicator in the second panel on our chart. We're going to talk about these large dots on reversal bars are called smart breakpoints, and these horizontal green and red lines represent an indication for that. And then when Trapped Trader Oscillator fires through these, it gives us an indication of a lead out in order flow, which, you know, price follows order flow. Order flow leads price. So if we can use a tool to sort of read early potential breakout in order flow, it puts us one step in front of a lot of traders. All of our indicators, and we have 4 brilliant indicators on this chart. We're only going to talk about one today, smart breakpoints, and a pattern that we've developed. Rob Mitchell, World Cup trading champion, developed for us, to be honest with you. And all of our indicators and system and methodology and continued work are at the guidance of World Cup trading champion Rob Mitchell. If you have questions, please shoot me an email at support@stockindextradingroom.com. And then if you want more information about what we're doing, or if you look at this and if you think this could have an impact on your trading, www.stockindextradingroom.com. Contact me if you would, and I will reference this video, and I'll give you a nice discount on your monthly membership. So all the indicators by Rob. Our large reversal bars are 8 ticks plus any wick that you might see, and a continuation bar is 4 ticks or 1 full point. Okay, so here we are, Friday, February the 26th. Our blue vertical line represents the open, and here's what we're looking for. We're looking for a situation when Trapped Trader Oscillator goes from anywhere but from our extreme. We call this Trapped Trader Oscillator in an extreme, or TTOX. When it's from an extreme and it fires back through our midpoint line is very powerful, but also a red smart breakpoint horizontal line. This is Trapped Trader Oscillator saying, I'm leading price down. And on this bar, of course, you can see price went down. When it fires up through green, you can see Trapped Trader Oscillator undervalued, up through the extreme line, up through the midpoint line. Trapped Trader Oscillator is saying, right here, I'm leading price up. And of course, you can see there it goes. So we have this powerful tool at our disposal. And if you follow our work, you know we like more than, we like to stack the odds heavily in our favor. So what Rob found was simply this. If we break through up through green, it's very positive. If we break down through red, it's positive for the market to go down or negative for upward price. I noticed one day and started trading, if we broke down through this green, that seemed to be pretty cool. If we broke up through this red, that seemed to be pretty cool. If we have this red over here and we break up through it in this spot, and that's a really good scalping system, really good scalping system if you like to take a lot of trades. So it became apparent that if we fired up through green, it was positive. If we fired up through red, it was equally positive. So here we have a double order flow lead out on the right side of the screen down here at the bottom on Trapped Trader Oscillator that's saying in this structure, Trapped Trader Oscillator is saying I'm going to lead price higher. Okay. Over here, we actually had our first signal of the day, and the signal is simply this. We get a reversal dot and we break down through our prior green and our prior red on the same bar. Okay. The way we mark that in the room is that we would note this one and this one both getting broken, and the signal would be right there, and it was right on the open of the market. But that's the signal. So here I'm going to focus on this for effect. We love this little coiling action here, and we get a double Trapped Trader Oscillator engulfing bar, double smart breakpoint lead out. Now, by the time I said that, it may be up here. So we say, here's a Santa Claus, noting that it goes through this red and this green at the same time. That's all there is to it. And of course, you can see that was a very nice entry, and this was a very nice entry. So what we've done for what I do for this, for the recaps that I show you, I only mark the trades that come from Trapped Trader Oscillator in an extreme area. So that would be a reversal from an overvalued area or an undervalued area. And somebody asks, well, why do you do that? Because if I didn't, I'd have to look at every one of these dots in every situation. And while they work in the middle of the panel just as well, we're showing you the way the system works and the power of the indicators, and then you can decide if how you want to apply that. If I want more trades than from extreme, the ones from extreme tend to last longer, and that's good for some traders and not for other traders. So anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull out our trade marker software, and we're going to show you how we recap signals. So when we talk about track record, we know they're valid. And so here we have our last green horizontal line was over here, and our last red horizontal line was here. So we're breaking down through that, and we're breaking down through this. So this would be an entry, and so we're going to go ahead and put a sell marker on that, and then we'll look at that in just a minute. Now I'm only going to do the first hour, so I'm not going to do all of this. It's just there were too many, but it's going to give you the flavor of what's going on. I'll show you another. Here's another coiling pattern that we go double. We break double red. Actually, we break 4 or 5 red. Is that more significant? You betcha. And we break through green, and we are undervalued here, so that's going to be a buy signal for us. So we're just going to put a little buy arrow there, and went up a bit. And here we have a Trapped Trader Oscillator in an extreme that we fire through this red and this green. That one was easy to see. Okay. Pretty easy to see there. So up here, we don't break through the prior green, coming down. That was all the way down here, so we don't have any kind of an entry here. This red is so low here that the chance of breaking down through that are almost nil. And if you want to think that, well, if it's way down here and it doesn't take that out, is it probably going up? Then the answer is yes. We found that to be the case, but we're not going to talk about that today. We're going to stick to our Santa Claus signal, and here's another one. In an extreme, we break this green line. The last green dot was over here. The fact that it doesn't extend forever means nothing for this. And here we are there. So we're going to sell that right there. And 1, 2, 10, 20 points, whatever kind of money management stop loss situation you want to trade toward. Now, the market moves some, and in strong trends, this is going to happen. We get a signal maybe. We've got to have some reversals in here somewhere. No, here we go. We break through right here. Yeah, this right here didn't work. That didn't work. And here we don't break through green, but not red. Here we break through red. You can see it continues to go down. I put this on the chart. This is the next signal that we are just sideways excited about. I don't have it. I hope to have it by next week for a recap. When we find a new trade situation, I'll look at several days. I'll look at vertical days, which we have very few of, very random days. I'll look at small range and large range. And if it passes a test that I want to test it, then there's about 15 to 20 hours of 6 months of days, and we don't test every signal, but we look at non-farm payroll day and a day when we have no data. We look at all different kinds of scenarios because we want to make sure it's going to pass the test. Now, if you follow our work and you are trading our Batmans, then here's all it is. We have here we have a strong Batman that has we have a Santa Claus on the left side of a strong Batman, and you can see how powerful. We'll mark that in a minute. But what this is for the people that are trading our stuff is that we break green down on the first one, and we get a lead out down on the second one. The fact, please pay attention to this, the fact that Trapped Trader Oscillator is giving this weak order flow here, it's not random that this happens after that. You know, we've traded that since the beginning of the room. One of our favorite signals. And this filter is just, it really is helping this signal, the Batman signal, become one of our best in the room. So let's look here, down, up, down, up. We have a buy signal here. You know, whether you would take a point or two, hopefully you wouldn't let it come up, come down, and get out at the bottom and then go. We don't, again, don't know. We can't speak to the way people would manage and hold trades and things like that. So what time? That's 30 minutes. Let's see how we're doing on signals. We have 6 so far. So that's a lot, in my opinion, in the first 30 minutes. And we're going to come on, and these become easy to find over time. They happen a lot at double tops and single bar fake out breakout traps. Here we have one. We go down through the screen, down through that red, and we're going to sell that. And again, 1 or 2 or 4 or 5 or whatever, however you would want to manage that. Here we have a double bottom, so let's look up. Look what I found. Look what I found. Let's buy that for the system. And we're not even to 10:30 yet. I'm going to wrap this up shortly here. Here's one. we break up through that and up through that. That was pretty simple. That didn't go very far. 4 points. And so on and so on. And ooh, it got kind of goofy in here. I'd like to find one that didn't work. I know we had one. I don't know where it is. I said we had a new member. I said, you know, team, we'll get one of these that don't work. That one didn't work very well. And might not have even gotten filled on that one. And are we at 10:30 yet? That might be a pretty good spot to wrap this up. We got, here's one. Oh, we didn't get that in the right place. We can put a buy there. Nope. Nope. Oh, I'm not even sure about that one. I'm not gonna, excuse me a minute. So sorry. I'm not going to put that one. That one, if you're real aggressive, there are other reasons. There are other reasons to take this. So where are we? 10:30. That's plenty. We've got an hour's worth of signals in here. We look, we had 11, and all of them went at least 1 point in our favor. Let's see how many went 2 points. 9. We had 2 that only went a bar. We showed you one right over here. We had 2 that only went 1 bar. Pretty good internals here. 240% more likely to be profitable than not profitable. Expectancy every time one fires $48. You know, you can play with that number. If you had this, you can make that number anything you want. We're not going to misrepresent anything. We're going to show what one lot, one contract would do. And then let's look at something. Now we're using a 15 tick stop. Through the years, that just looks like the best, most profitable over a long period of time. Some weeks you can shorten this and it actually performs better. Probably 90% of the weeks, if you shorten that, it will perform worse. And then we have some management tools in here that are brilliant. I'm not going to go through today. They're in some of our recaps. But if you come join the room, we share this pretty much every day. So here we are. We're looking at a situation to where we're getting this 15 tick stop and a 20 tick profit. This was my first goal. And in the article we wrote for Traders World Magazine, I said the ultimate for our members in the stock index trading room were trades that won more often than they didn't, 73%. Now, this is again for an hour or so. This number is high. Right now, this number for this signal is typically in the low 60s, let's say 63 or 4% to win more than it loses. And industry experts told me, well, you can't do that. If you want a high win rate, you have to settle for small profits. And I thought, no, you don't. You may have to, but in a stock index trading room, we don't. So again, now let's talk about this. We can show you this Santa Claus signal right here. It's a little coiling action. Remember that I started the presentation with these little tight little dots here. We're leading out up, 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 you know, for effect. Let me do this. It's just, and we do this and laugh and giggle and have fun. You know, we have actually a triple whammy lead out. We're breaking up through red, double through green, Trapped Trader Oscillator in an extreme. Well, if I looked at that, I would not see that behind it, to be honest, but there it is. But Trapped Trader Oscillator said, you know, order flow is very strong to the upside for here. And if we can get some continuation, there we go. So, but let's talk about this. We may never get another one of these that is profitable. Okay. We may never receive another one of those signals that's not profitable. We don't know that, and we're not trying to say that we know the future. We're just showing you, I'm showing you on this Friday, and you've seen our other recaps, how the signal works. And I've not done this. This is always dangerous, like an attorney. You say, don't ask a question. I didn't do this, but I've done it every week since we found this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to double the profit. What if I'm trying to take 2 times the profit and I'm at 64%? So that's what I was looking for when I embarked on this study. I was looking for trades that were larger winners than losers, because then I knew if I had average execution skills, I could still benefit. So that's the Santa Claus, what it is. We'll skip back over here. It is a single reversal bar engulfing pattern on Trapped Trader Oscillator that has a double or more order flow lead out. Trapped Trader Oscillator saying, look familiar, this little coil that we found over there that exploded up. Trapped Trader Oscillator is saying, I'm going to lead price up, and an explosion up. Trapped Trader Oscillator saying, I'm going to lead price down, and away we go. So that's the first hour or so for the Santa Claus. Too many signals to do even a day and a week. It would take us hours, and we basically want to share with you what we have. And if you look at this and go, I can see that would be of huge benefit, I'm skeptical but open-minded, shoot me an email, ask questions, whatever. And this may or may not be what you're looking for. Obviously, cynical or closed-minded people, nothing's going to speak to those folks, and we understand that. But if you have questions, shoot me an email. We're very quick about getting back with these. And then, like I said, if you want to find out more about what we do, you want to come and join us and take advantage of this, our combo. Here's a combo signal. Smart momentum type 2, we get those, here is a type 2 situation to go up. We have lots of tools to share with you in the room. You could take 1 or 2 of these and make the shift in your trading that you've been looking for. So on behalf of World Cup trading champion Rob Mitchell, I'm Steve from the Stock Index Trading Room. Hoping you're safe, be smart, and if we can do anything to help you reach your goals, please just let us know.